Shorty get live, wanna ride all night. Talk about shit and I fight all night. Get loose as I make them toes curl. This is how I stole your girl. Shorty get live, wanna ride all night. Talk about shit and I fight all night. Get loose as I make them toes curl. This is how I stole your girl.
This is Chay, CEO, coming at you on the ones and twos podcast, new episode of How I Stole Your Girl. I appreciate y'all tuning in. I truly do. This is episode 2, and I got a major treat for y'all. Got my good bestie up in here, Texas T. Say hello to the people, girl.
What's up, y'all? I feel like it's been shit too long.
It is. Y'all been paying attention. Hey. We used to have what Women Want Wednesday. Mm-hmm. Same principle, relationship advice for guys. Trying to help y'all out because y'all need some help.
Y'all fucking up. No,
so, we're just going to go ahead and, we help y'all out some more. We're about to gang back together. Well, Texas T's here, so that's all.
Gang.
We're going to start this off with get it popping. So, today's topic is going to be about dating with kids. Fellas, we could all take, kids are involved, so everybody could take some pointers on where this is going, how we should lead, if I should lead, should you beat your own kid, should I jump in? These are just things. These are things that need to be talked about. So, Texas T, we're gonna go ahead and jump off with, what do you feel is like the major miss that guys have when first dating a woman with kids?
First of all, okay, so for those that don't know, I have two. I have a 15-year-old and a 6-year-old. And I guess starting off, one of the main things that I don't care for is don't ask too many questions about my kids. Let me give you what information I want you to have. I'll tell you their names. I'll tell you how they are. I'll give you little tidbits about them. I'll show you some cute pictures here and there. But for the most part, don't creep me out like being overly interested. Oh, where's your daughter? Oh, when I'm gonna see your son?
Yeah, that sounds a little creepy.
It is. It's a lot of creepy. Like, as a mom, especially a single mom or someone who's doesn't have a lot of males around their children, I have to tiptoe into it. And so if you running in at the subject, my defenses go up because my kids are number one. So my suggestion would be let the mom, have that leadway. Like, if she's talking about the kids, cool, go with the conversation. It's all right to ask, hey, how the kids? They got anything popping this week with activities? If they're in sports, how they do with their games, stuff like that. Shows genuine interest. But when you're just, every conversation is sitting around the kids, like, literally I cut a guy off and this is when India was small. Mm-hmm. So I cut him off, and we'll blank her name out.
Yeah,
but this is when my daughter was small. He just kept asking, about her and when he'd meet her and why he hadn't met her. And I don't even think we were a few months into it. And I'm just like, well, fam, you chomping at the bits. And he clearly was nobody because I can't even remember who he was specifically. I just remembered the situation and me being like, no, you gotta go. So I'd say leading into, let the mom lay that foundation.
Okay. Here's my question, because this comes from personal experience.
Okay.
So when dating a woman with kids, if y'all sit here and y'all talk about the kid all the time, especially teenagers. This is my main thing, especially teenagers. So y'all talk about the kid and how the kid ain't listening, kid ain't doing this, and this. When is it okay for your significant other, if y'all been dating for a year, 2 years, or whatever, mm-hmm. You're bringing that dude around the kids, so the kids are comfortable. So when is it okay to step in and be like, yo, your mama said clean up your damn room. Like, when is that okay? Or is it never okay? But I know it's not never because obviously, new families are formed and people get married and remarried and stuff.
Right.
But, in a year, 2 years dating, when is that okay?
I like to be the disciplinary. I'm not a rule with an iron fist kind of mom. Like, my kids know when I mean business. They know when I'm saying, you know, this is it. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm not joking at this point. Like, come on. Mm-hmm. And I might drop an F-bomb or two so they know I'm real. I'm just saying.
We black.
But no, seriously. But, like, overall, I try not to, like, whoop on them a lot. Like, my son barely ever gets tapped. My daughter never gets whooped. And she's 15 at this point. So, I strongly believe that if you teach them while they're small, like, starting to walk, crawling, and getting into things, when you teach them at that small age growing up, hey, stop this, chill out. You don't have to do so much beating when they get older. And so you can do more talking and it's more understanding on their end. Mm. I'm definitely not down for a step parent to physically reprimand my children. I hardly ever do that.
I feel that's a conversation that all three parents should have.
No, I'm making that call. Okay. Don't touch my goddamn kids.
Well, there's
that. I don't care what they daddy say. I'm calling the shots on that one.
Okay, and that's because that's a two-parent house. Y'all don't live together. Y'all not together. Obviously, you're dating. So, but what about, like, you know, if he was in town? Mm-hmm. And, you know, shouldn't all three of y'all sit down and be like, what are your guidelines so I know as the third party coming in, or is it just your straight decision?
It's my house.
Because you might be like, you know, whoop their ass, I don't care. But daddy be like, hell no, don't whoop my kid's ass. So,
right.
Like,
and I just feel like that as a rule of thumb, I've just seen too many instances where when it's your kid, yes, parents themselves can go too far. Honestly, easily. I would never deny that. But when it's your child, you have that pullback as in, I don't want to do too much. I don't want to, you know, overdo it. I need them to know I'm firm, but I don't want to scare the crap out of them. You know what I'm saying? I need them to have that balance of respect. When it's not a child that does not have blood relation to you, there's a disconnect there at a certain point. Yeah. And I'm just being honest. I've been in the stepmom role. I'm not saying I was like wicked stepmom of the West, because shit, they were cool ass kids. I ain't had no problem with them. But at the same time, people be lying when they be like, oh, I love you just like my own. No, you don't. I'm sorry. I'm gonna call it. No, I love my kids more than your kids because they're mine. True. Period. True. And I'm not gonna feel bad about that because they're my kids. I'm supposed to. Right. So I feel like when it comes down to it, when that step parent is in that role and that kid has them pissed off, they may not have that pullback that I have. They may not have that patience that I have. They may not know, okay, they just trying to take me there now. Let me chill. Right. It's that I don't know, almost that
connection bond. I mean, I get it. It's your kid,
right? So I think that in a step parent role in my home, we can all talk. You can give them the talking to of their life. I ain't gotta be there. You can come. I can come 2 hours later. Hey, I gave them a good old talking to. I took their course to their TVs. I told them no outside. Took them cell phones. I ain't gonna ever trip. Yeah. I'm never gonna trip about nothing like that. It's materialistic. It is what it is. But when it comes to physically hitting them, physically hurting them, one wrong move, we all looking at each other like, what just happened? You know what I'm saying? And I just, my job background, I see a lot of ugly things, and I don't want that for my family. You know what I mean? So
that brings me to, that's probably another topic we're gonna have to like completely separate on the fact of like disciplining kids. I guess, but I feel like if you talk to a child when they're small, teach them while they're little, when they're in that phase of let me see this, in their exploring phase, I don't move stuff off my coffee tables. I don't put things up high. I don't do that. No, I teach children, stay on my stuff. Don't break my shit. That's it. Same thing I teach them about their own stuff. Yeah. Don't break your shit. Yeah, like, you come to my house, my couches aren't torn up. My kids' rooms my son's room might be a mess, but it's toys and clothes. But there aren't holes in the wall. There aren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can sit down and you don't have to worry about standing up and there's a big red Kool-Aid stain on your pants. You know what I'm saying? Like, I try to teach them, take care of your things. Yeah. You know, so whoever's with me should have that same mindset. They should understand that I'm not in the beating game. I'm in the talking game. I'm in the growing game. I'm in the breaking cycles game. That's exactly what I was about to say. It's like, I think our generation is more, I say, in tune with our emotional intelligence. So, I mean, we're making therapy okay.
Yes,
to even
absolutely.
be talked about. And absolutely. The fact that like, I don't have children of my own, but I have god kids, and like you just
I was
said,
gonna
like,
say you got enough children in your life.
So, like, I really, like, I'm the same wavelength with you. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't have to beat and spank and do all that. Like, okay, why did you make that decision? Let's talk about it. You're not a bad kid. You make bad decisions. We all make bad decisions, but you live and learn. But I think, like, we're just okay with talking. So I think anybody introducing a new adult into the situation, I'm not going to say parent figure because y'all might not last. So, but introducing a new adult into the situation, fellas, if you're going to be in that woman's life and be around that child, then well, one, y'all should all anyway sit down and talk with you and the parents and other adults. Talk about how what their disciplinary style is, because some people might be okay with spanking, but that's something for y'all to discuss and communicate. And I will say pretty much, if not every episode I'm gonna have, is to communicate, because communication is so key to every situation. But talk that out amongst yourselves, and then after that, talk with the kid. How do you feel about me? How do you feel? You can ask them. If you don't turn your homework in, what kind of repercussions would you expect from me? Just to see also where their mindset is. Some kids might be more mature than because it's one thing for you to tell me that your daughter is the best kid of all time, and then whenever I'm alone with her and she's hanging from the ceiling and throwing shit up against the wall, what I'm saying? So it's different. Like, see where their mind is. Talk to them like they're little humans, like they are little people.
And I'm gonna caveat off of that real quick. Moms and dads that are dating and bringing someone new into that child's life, be real with yourself. Be real with yourself. And I'm not talking about when it comes to the spouse with that other person, or when it comes to those children. Be real with yourself. You don't really know this new person as well, but you pretty much know what your kid will and won't do. And when that other person is saying, hey, I see this with your kid, it might dig a little, it might hurt a little, but if it's an honest thing, open up your mind to that topic and that conversation. We are not perfect parents. And when you're in the dating scene, you're opening up yourself to an outside view or an outside look at your life and your children's lives. So I feel like having that medium that other person can come and talk to you about things that they see, good and bad, with your child, will bridge a lot of gaps. It'll, one, show that child y'all have a communication point. Whether that child is good, bad, happy, or sad.
And that's showing healthy relationships for them in the future as well, with any other relationship, romantic or friendship wise.
Exactly. It's showing that, one. Two, it's allowing that other person in your life to say, I have something to say, and they're being heard. When I was with my son's dad, there was this disconnect because he was like, there came to a point where he was like, well, I'm just not going to say anything when it comes to discipline, your older child, my oldest daughter, that's not his. And I was just like, at first I was like, okay, I don't give a damn. But then I gave it some thought, and I was just like, no, if we're going to be in this house together, our kid has to see a united front. Be it my kid alone or our kid together. Right. That kid has to see a united front. Otherwise, there's always going to be a driving wedge. You give them that space to stand between and wedge us apart. Right. And as an adult, when it all boils down to it, we're the one with the thinking capacity. The child is still developing. So I feel like keep that door of communication open to allow that person to give you advice and to tell you things. And you don't have to take everything they say and run with it, but do some soul searching. When you laying in the bed at night looking at the ceiling drifting off, think about what they said. Think about those examples that they gave you as to why they told you that about your kid. Because your kids can make you undateable. I will not date a man with bad kids or a bad baby mama. I'm sorry.
And I don't think anybody that I've dated with children, none of them were bad kids.
No, they weren't.
Because I can't take you to my mama house or anywhere and you
it's embarrassing.
Throwing shit on the floor and throwing temper tantrums. It's like, I beat your ass. I'm sorry, I don't get what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And that's where that disconnect will come in, because you hadn't had that conversation with your kids as in, hey, we're going to this person's family's house, you need to sit down somewhere. So when you get there and that other person corrects them, well, now y'all got an argument later on because, well, you embarrassed me in front of your mama, your friends, your family. But at the same time, you saw your kid acting bad as hell and didn't say nothing.
And so
you see what I'm saying? So again, that communication, that being honest and open with yourself. Like, your kid ain't perfect. You're not perfect. I'm not a perfect mom. I tell my kids that all the time. I'll fuck up. Please fuck up. I tell my daughter that. When you mess up, just say it. Mom, shit, I fucked up. I'm sorry. Don't say those words. But let me know, like, hey, I recognize I could have did better. That's literally all I ask. So I feel like when you're dating someone, be open to that conversation. Be open to them saying, hey, you're doing awesome at this parenting thing. But these things I could see us working on together as a unit. And when you come in new into that relationship, keep in mind that it is a unit. It ain't just them anymore. And as a mom, I even have to come to that thought of it's not just me anymore. And if I'm going to share my life and my children, I've got to be able to share completely. And so I guess that, again, that communication and that
told you every issue
that meet in the middle.
Yeah.
That meet in the middle. Like, you can argue about it, you can get upset about it, but at the end of the day, if that person is someone that you truly want to have a future with, open up that door to allowing them that inside of your life and be open to what they have to say. And also have your children open to conversation.
Yes.
Family meetings are okay. It's all right for your kid to say, that made me mad. Mm-hmm. It's not disrespectful. It's not rude. They're literally saying, this is how I felt.
Right.
So, there's that.
All right.
I mean, are we breaking cycles? We're breaking
cycles up in here.
I'm just saying, generational curses. Yeah. Like, honestly, like, not saying my mom, but just a generation period that was before us, they didn't include our feelings. They didn't include our thoughts. They didn't give a damn that made us sad or it made us mad or it made us upset. So, in my relationships, when you're trying to date me and trying to get to know my children, you gotta understand, my son gonna tell you how he feels.
Oh, yes, he will.
my son will tell you.
He's literally been here before. Like, it was not a game.
And I talk to him because I want him to say, that made me sad. That made me angry. I don't want a grown man walking around here with pent up feelings and don't even know how to express them. That's why we got all these upset adults that don't even know how to say it. Like, it's okay. So I think that if you are new to this dating thing and you are letting someone come into you and your children's lives, be open, not just to the new love, but be open to it all. Be open to the communication, be open to the disciplinary aspects. Be open to, we're not going to always agree on how to meet in the middle about these kids, but we need to both understand that we want the best for them.
And honestly, if you see big ass red signs in the beginning, like you said earlier, like, you know, just a little too
pick
eager,
your up and go.
Yeah, just kick them out, let them be. Like, and also I know this is probably going to run over time a little bit, but I also don't feel that you should be introducing kids to adults quickly.
No.
I know, who was that? I think Steve Harvey in that book, he was like, you know, introduce them quick so that way you can know if everybody get along, blah, blah, blah. Like, no. Like, one thing I tell my mom, and
my kid's gonna be with me my whole life, so we got plenty of time to figure that out.
And my mom was a single mom, so, you know, and she basically, I never knew any of her boyfriends. I literally met two, and they were in when I was in high school. And, like, I would hear about them, but my mama didn't have guys coming in and out because you don't know what's going to be happening between y'all, and if you don't feel that that person is a parental figure that you can see them with, or can grow with, or marry, then yeah, don't bring them around your damn kids. Yeah. And my mom used to tell me, she cracked me out, she couldn't get away with the whole, oh, that's your uncle. My mom's an only child. You can't come with me and be like...
I think that's weird anyway.
Right. Like, so you sleeping with Uncle so-and-so? Like... Yeah.
Why you Uncle such and such spending so much time alone? That's weird.
Can we please stop that in 2020? It's enough going on with COVID. Just stop that too.
No, really.
But all right, that's the topic of the day. I hope y'all got a lot from that. I really appreciate
it.
That was it. We're not done with the entire podcast yet.
I was like, what?
We gotta read the letter of the week.
Well, let's read it.
It's gonna be something. I've glimpsed at it. I haven't actually read it, so
oh Lord, okay.
Everybody about to be surprised and get these reactions real quick. So,
all right, that's still here before, so let's hear this.
Here we go. This is the letter of the week. All right, letter of the week. Y'all ready for this?
I'm ready.
It's 4 little paragraphs, so we'll see what this. But the title of it is, me and my boyfriend were mugged and he left me behind.
Oh man, I'm fighting. I'm fighting him. I'm fighting the mugger so I can get to him. That's what's gonna happen. But go ahead. I'm for real. I'm gonna beat the mugger up just so I can go get him and beat him up. Oh, you left me. Okay. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry.
So last night, me and my boyfriend were in town after visiting a restaurant. We were heading back to the car park, and we're passing some empty streets. Her leg is shaking. I can't even.
Yeah, my nerves. This just made my nerves just.
I didn't want to read it. I just wanted. So what would you do, right? But
beat him up. I'm gonna beat the robber up to go beat him up. But go ahead.
Yeah, we're just gonna pass it back to the car. Empty streets, pretty dark. Okay. Anyway, as we were walking, a shady-looking guy, I assumed he was homeless or was an addict, popped out and was holding a knife. And he grabbed me by the arm and said, "Give me your wallet if you know what's good for her." And my boyfriend just turned around and ran.
Wait.
He left me. I see. I gave the guy my purse and he let me go, but I was so scared. What if he didn't and he kidnapped me? I looked around for my boyfriend and he was nowhere to be seen. And I found him back at the car park, which was a 5-minute walk from where we were months.
Oh no. That ain't even your boyfriend. Break up with him. Girl.
When I got to the car, he unlocked the door and I started crying. And he said, "What took you so long? Why didn't you run?"
I'm sorry, there was a knife at me.
I can't even read this. Did he seriously not realize the thug had a hold of me and I couldn't run? Is he that blind?
No, girl, he's stupid. And you done for still calling him your boyfriend.
I don't know what to do.
Break up with him. What?
Maybe he was scared, but he left me without a second thought and just ran back to the car.
This is the man who would, if this man and y'all's child was walking down the street, here comes Big Dog, ruff, ruff, ruff. That fool gonna take off and leave your baby as a living sacrifice for the big dog. This is who you want to procreate with? No. We got enough wimps on earth. Don't add more. Why would you procreate with this? What? Who? Is that it?
Wait. Oh, Lord. What'd I say? Okay, I don't know how I can call him a man if he can't even protect me and runs at the first sign of danger. Honestly, I haven't even spoken to him today at all. I don't know if I was being harsh here, but I could have died.
All right, y'all. BS aside. As a woman, I am a thick woman, voluptuous in all my means. But I want to feel protected. I want to be with somebody that in a crowd, some shit pop off, some stuff go awry.
He grabbed that hand and run off, right? Hello.
He either grabbing my hand, running off, pushing me behind him, or he's fighting away through the crowd and I'm just moving behind him like water, baby. We fluid. This is what's happening. But what's not going to happen is I'm going to be left to my own devices. Because if I got to be my own man, well, what are you here for?
What Cat Williams say, if I got to date bitch nigga after bitch nigga after bitch nigga, I might as well be with a bitch.
Bitch nigga. Are you serious? And oh, no, I won't even say that. Because as a female, if I had a girlfriend and old buddy pulled a knife, we jumping him straight up. We ever out together, friend, and somebody pull a knife, if you're not caught helping me jump him, we got to talk about this friendship. If I even speak to you again, because you left me to fight for my life. I'm just saying, girl, break up with him. It's done.
She said.
Matter of fact, what's his name? Send me his info. I'll break up with him for you. Look, I don't know what happened to this point, but this was the break. This is it. This was the straw on the camel's back. Legs weak, bam, camel gone. Nope, we're out. Her and me together. We done with you. Yeah, we both break up with you. On her behalf, we broke up. Yeah. So, sis, tell a telephone man.
Okay. So, I mean, that was a knife. Okay, let's say that was a knife, right? Well, I agree with Tiff, Texas T. I'm sorry. I agree. Basically, like, yeah, you need to break up with him. But, okay, so he ran, there was a knife. What if there was a gun? How would you feel about that situation?
You left me. You left me. Nigga, get shot with me. What are you doing? What? Get shot with me.
With me.
Yes. Nigga, we both trying to survive this shit. If anybody gonna live to tell the tale, it should be me, because you sacrificed for me. I'm gonna jump in front of a speeding bullet for you. When kids cry, they cry for mama. My baby ain't gonna be looking for you. Girl, break up with him. Gun, knife, slingshot, I don't give a damn. His ass didn't stand in front of you and did not protect you. That's it. That's it. And that's huge.
He's
it's your life.
Your kids. He's not gonna protect your family. Your mom.
He's not even gonna stand up to his bald head mama when she talking shit about you. No, girl, bye. No, tell him his wig wearing mama, all of them, they can go out your life. Deuces. Yeah, goodbye. Was that that's the letter? That's the letter. That's where I'm leaving it at. Thanks for writing. We're done. What? There's nothing to debate.
That was the letter of the week.
Robert walks up. Robert holds knife. Boyfriend runs away from Robert. Here I am fitting for myself with Robert. I'm gonna be with the robber. Shit, he got more balls than you at this point. Fuck it. I like the roughneck anyway. What's up? I can't. No. At least I know he'll pull a knife to phone for me.
I'm fucking dead, bro.
You ran. Yeah, no. That's
so
it.
Our conclusion is to leave his ass.
Break up with him.
If anybody else has any wonderful stories or words of advice,
if you ain't trying to leave him, don't tell me, because I'm gonna tell you right now. My advice is break up with him. I'm sorry. He chose himself, bitch. Choose you. Okay.
Feel free to email me.
Email her, because I'm just going to respond. We're going to control or reply. Break up with him. Heart emoji. Send. That's it.
At least you get the heart emoji.
That's it. Yeah, because I love you, girl. More than him.
Email me at howistolyourgirl@gmail.com.
Email her.
Please don't email Texas T.
Don't, because Texas T gonna tell your ass, girl, break up with him. I ain't gonna tell Shay about the what is your name? Chay CEO about your letter. I ain't gonna tell her. I ain't. She's gonna be like, we getting email? No, nothing this week. I'm just gonna respond quietly. No, we ain't getting nothing.
All right, so I like to close out every podcast with a date idea.
Ooh.
I think last week I said hiking.
Okay.
This week I'm saying, because this is still COVID.
Ooh, I got one.
Oh, go for it.
So Austin has a lot of like natural hidden spots, like little like cute little swimming pooly, creeky, hikey, like she said.
Yeah. But
like natural spots. Like I challenge you guys to take your girlfriend, boyfriend, significant other on a cool ass hike trip.
I said that, yeah.
No, but I mean like go find like one of these hidden Austin gems.
Oh, like okay. Well, they ain't sponsoring this, but I'll go ahead and shout y'all out. I'm gonna tag y'all anyway. But those canopy, there's literally in Austin there's a canopy hotel. The damn hotel is in the trees.
Word.
Yeah, so you gotta like go up. They get you in the trees or whatever. And they have like little swinging bridges to connect each one. But they'll bring you breakfast in bed. Now it's pricey as shit. Yeah, like I think that like things like that, like a hidden gem. But okay, that'll be the date of the week. Find little hidden gems within your city. It
could be free.
And that's pretty much what I'm going
preferably for. Free and outside because of COVID. So if you the more less around people, the better.
Yeah. So try not to do any major. Also, I mean, this is 2 date ideas in one. but kayaking.
Ooh, we love doing that.
Yeah, so kayaking, because I mean, you're on the water. It's just you two. I personally have a hearing problem, so it's kind of hard for me to hear somebody in front of me while the water's splashing.
This girl, first of all, hearing, smelling. We'll talk about that later. Go ahead.
So I don't know. I got some issues going on, but go ahead and kayaking is really nice. You're relaxing. You're out there in the water. It's just you two. You can get the double kayak, or you can get two single kayaks and kayak next to each other. Mm-hmm. But again, I'm trying to foster with this whole COVID thing, getting back to the basics and communicating. That's where relationships fail.
Shorty get live, wanna ride all night. Talk about shit and I fight all night. Get loose as I make them toes curl. This is how I stole your girl. Shorty get live, wanna ride all night. Talk about shit and I fight all night. Get loose as I make them toes curl. This is how I stole